doubly linked list, and in doubly linked list I have to display this node which is referred by the head node. Okay. Now how to display this node? What we will do? We will take one temporary node variable. Let's say p. We will point it to the head data, right? And in the condition that is while p is not equals to null, what I have to do? I have to display the data of the p variable. Okay, just a second. Is the voice clear now? Payal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what I have to do? I have to display the data of the doubly linked list. So for data displaying the data, I have taken one variable, let's say p, which is pointing to the head node, and using this condition, I will display its value and move this variable to the next node till it comes to the last node. So while p is not equals to null, what I have to do? See out p data and p equals to p next. This will be the while, and before while I have to write as p is equals to head. Okay. So these are the segments that will come in the display function, right? So if you are going to display the data doubly linked list in the forward direction, you have to use this steps. In what we have done, we have first pointed the head node by a temporary variable, let's say p. After that, while p is not equals to null, check the condition. Whether p is null, no. So display its data. So 5 will be displayed first. Then p is equals to p next. P next is this node. So p will now point to this node. Again check the while condition. Whether p is equals to null, no. See out p data. P data is 8. After 5 it will display 8 value. Again p is equals to p next. P will move to this node. Again check whether P is null. No. P is not null. Again display data, that is P data. It's 10. See P is equals to P next. Now P next is null. So P becomes null. Check the condition of the value. While P is not equals to null. Condition terminates. It will come out of this value and it will close the function. Getting it? Display function समझ सगळ्यांना? It is that simple how to display the data of doubly linked list in the forward direction. Everyone? Yes. So we will write a small function for displaying the data in the forward direction. Since this function is just going to display the data, it is not going to return any value, the data type of function will be void. Then I want to display data in the forward direction. So name of function I write as display forward. And to this function I will pass the head node as a parameter, right? So struct dnode pointer head. Okay, head will be passed as a parameter to this function. Now I have to take one temporary variable of the type node. So struct dnode pointer p, right? Now initially assign p to head. So p equals to head, and write that while p is not equals to null, see out p data and p equals to p next. Terminate while and terminate the display function. Is that simple? Got this function? How to display the data of doubly linked list in the forward direction? Yes, no, guys? Okay, fine. Now what if I want to display the data of the doubly linked list in the reverse direction? That means suppose we have this linked list, doubly linked list. It has data 5, 8 and 10 and which is pointing the first node, that is head node. Now I have to display this data in the reverse direction. That means my output should be 10, 8, 5. How we are going to do this? Karthik, for screen visibility, go to the my screen and ping it. You will be able to see the screen. Others, please inform me whether the screen is visible or not. Yes, fine. Now, for displaying the data in the reverse direction, what we have to do? We know that we have one extra link, that is reverse link, which is holding the address of the previous node, right? So for that, basic logic is that we know we have a reference of the first node, that is head node. So from the head node, we will first traverse to the last node, right? After going to the last node, we will display its data first. So 10 will be displayed, and by using its previous link, we will move to its previous node and display its data. So I'll take one pointer, let's say P, which initially will point to head node. It will traverse to the last node. Once it comes to the last node, again same while loop will be applied. That is, while P is not equals to null, see out P data. So 10 will be displayed, and instead of writing P is equals to P next, I'll write P is equal to P previous, because we have this previous function over a previous pointer over here, right, in the W link list. So P is equals to P previous, so it will P will point to this node. Again in the while loop, check whether it's null. No. So display this data, 8 will be displayed. P is equals to P previous. He will come to first node again. Again, display its data. 5 will be displayed. P is equals to P previous. Now P previous, that is head previous, is null. Now P becomes null. Condition terminates. Terminate the while loop. Getting it? How to display the data in the reverse order? Only the thing is you have to do is that before writing this while loop, you have to take the pointer P to the last position. For that also you have to write one separate while loop for that. Okay. So I'll write the function for displaying the data in the reverse order. Okay. Again, since it is displaying the data only, it is not going to return any value. The data type of the function will be void. Function name, I'll change it from display forward to it will be now display reverse. Okay. Again, head will be passed to this function as a parameter. Again, I will take one pointer variable, that is node variable P. P equals to head. Okay. Initially, P will point to this, and I have to traverse it to the last location. So while last node is identified by its next part being null, right? If the next part of a node is null, it means that that node is the last node. So while P next is not equals to null, P is equals to P next. Okay. And after completing this while loop, your P is going to point to the last node. So we will write the display value over here. That is why P is not equals to null. See out P data and P equals to P previous. While complete and this display function complete. Now we will check again. Take a temporary variable P. P is equals to head. So P will come to this location. Check. P next is not equals to null. P next is this node. It is not null. Hence P is equals to P next. So P will move to this node. Again in the while loop check P next null ahead. P next is not null. So P is equals to P next. P will come to this node. Again check P next is not equals to null. But in this case, P next is null. So it will terminate this while loop. It will come out of this while loop. Now, in the second while loop, check P is not equals to null. Yes, P is not equals to null. So display is data, that is 10 will be displayed. P is equals to P previous. Now using this previous link, P will come to this location. P equals to P previous because P previous is 8. Right? Again, check. P is not equals to null. Yes. Display data, that is 8. P equals to P previous. P previous of 8 is 5. So P will now come to 5. Again, check. P is not equals to null. Yes. Display is data, that is 5. Again, P is equals to P previous. P previous is now null. So P becomes null. Check the condition. Condition is false. Terminate the value. After terminating value, terminate the display function. Got it? Everyone got it? How to display the data of a doubly linked list in the reverse order using the previous link? Yes? It is very simple because in case of singly linked list, since we do not have this previous link, it is quite difficult to display the data or to traverse in the reverse direction. But because of this previous link, it becomes very easy in the doubly linked list to traverse in the forward direction as well as in the reverse direction. Got this concept? Yes? Okay. Now next function is to insert a node in a doubly linked list. I'm going to give these functions to you all in PDF format. In PPT, I am going to write all these things and share with you. Also, no need of writing over here. Just first, basically, try to understand the concept of this. Okay. Just a second. Now, next function is insertion operation. Now, insertion operation, as like of the singly linked list, in doubly linked list also, we can perform 3 types of insertion. That is first is insert at first location, then insert in between, and the last one is insert the node at the last. Okay. So we will see our first type, that is insert at first. First is insert at first. Okay, that means the new node which will be inserted, it will become a head node, right? So, same like singly linked list, how it is going to be done? Create a temporary node in the data part, copy the data. Let's say our original linked list is this, and we have to add a node at its first location. So, let its data part be 3. In the data part, copy that data part. Okay. Make its previous as null. Let this node be referred as a temp node. Okay. Make its previous as temp previous equals to null. Now temp next is equals to head. Right? And head previous is equals to temp. We have to give both the link, forward as well as the reverse link. Okay. Once the link is given, this node will come at this location and temp head equals to temp. Make this node as your head node. Now head is going to point this node. Automatically this node will get inserted at the first location. Is that simple? Yes? Now we will see the function for that. So this 3 will get automatically added over here. Okay. Now how it is done, that we have to see, right? We will write a function for that. Okay. Now insertion function, after inserting a new node to it, it will return the head of the new linked list to the calling function. Hence its data type will be B node, sorry, struct B node pointer, function name insert at first, and parameter will be head of the previous linked list as well as the data value of the new node, right? So struct B node pointer head comma, and the x value. Right? Now what I have to do? Initially I have to create a temporary node. So struct b node pointer temp. Since I have to write the data in it, I have to allocate memory for that, right? So temp equals to new b node. It will allocate the memory. In the data part of the temp, I have to write that value of s. So temp data equals to x. Then make its previous part as null. Temp previous equals to null. Right? After making its previous equals to null, then next part will be assigned to head. So temp next is equals to head. Head previous is equals to temp. Temp next will be equal to this head. Head previous will be equal to temp. And now you have to make this temp node as your head node. So head equals to temp. Right? After this, we have to return this head of the new linked list. So return head and close the function. Got this function? Yes, no? Guys, reply. Everyone, any doubt in this? If you have doubt, please ask her. It's a very important concept in data structure. Should we move to the next part? Okay. Now next is insertion in between. Now insertion in between, what we have to do, for example, consider this as my original linked list. Now I have to insert a new node, let's say 7 after 5. Okay, so what I will do, I'll create a node to store the 7 in data part. Keep it as 7. Okay, let's say this as 10. Fine. After that, I'll ask the user that after which node you have to insert this 7. So let's say user told me to insert it after 5. So I'll take two pointer variables, pointer p and pointer q. Okay. Let p point to this node. Okay. After which node you have to insert it, we will point that node by p variable, and q will point to its next node. Okay. Now, once it is done, what I have to do, this is my temp, this is P, this is Q. What I will do, P next is equals to temp. So this link will automatically terminate and it will come over here. Right? And temp previous is equals to P. So this link will point to this node. Right? After that, this was Q. Q previous is equals to temp and temp next is equals to Q. And automatically this node is going to get inserted over here. And after inserting that node, your linked list will be like this. 5 next is 7. So 5 next will come to 7. 7 previous is 5. So this will be 5. 7 next is 8. 8 previous is 7. And remaining linked list will be as it is. node will get inserted in between the two nodes. Getting it? How to insert it? What I have done? I have created a new node for which we have to insert it in between. Then allocate a memory for that. After that, ask the user that after which you want to insert it. Refer that node by a pointer variable, let's say p, and its node, next node by q variable. Then p next is equals to 10, 10 previous is equals to p, q previous is equals to 10, and 10 next is equals to q. Okay, getting it? Fine. Now we will write a code for this. This function again it is going to return its signature will be same as insert at first. So struct dnode pointer insert in between. Parameters will be head of the previous node, that is struct dnode pointer head, and the value of the new node, let's say x. Fine. I will require how many variables of the data type into dnode? 3 variables, temp, p, and q. So struct dnode pointer temp, pointer q, pointer p. Okay. Memory allocation will be done only for temp variable. P and Q are just referring to the actually present node. Hence, no memory will be allocated for P and Q. Only we will allocate memory for temp node. So, temp is equals to new D node. Then, in the data part of temp, copy the data value. Temp data is equals to x. Now ask the user after which node you want to insert the node. So enter the node after which new node is to be inserted. Take another variable, let's say n. Read that value in the n variable, that is c in n. Now n will have the value as 5. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to point p by we have to point the node whose value is equals to n by p, right? So for that we will require the while loop. So initially p is equals to head, right? I'll write the remaining code over here. Initially head p is going to be head, then while p data is not equals to n, p is equals to p next. Okay. By using this while loop, p will come to that node after which you want to insert the new node, right? Again, we will check p is equals to head. In the diagram, p will point to this first node. Check p data is not equals to n. Yes, n value is 5 and p data is 3. It is not equals to n. So p is equals to p next. P will come to this node. Now check whether p data is equals to n. Yes, condition is false. P data is not equals to n. This condition has become false. Hence, it will come out of this while loop and p will point to this node. Now, we have to point its next node by q, right? It's very simple. Q is equals to p next. Okay. Once this is done, now we have to just give the links of this node. So link will be given as p next is equals to temp previous is equals to P, Q previous is equals to temp next is equals to Q. And after this, return head to the calling function and terminate the program. Is that simple? Everyone got it? Any doubt in this function anywhere? If you have doubt, please unmute your mic and ask the question. Guys? Yes, no? Okay, got it? Everyone? Repeat it. Okay, I'll repeat it again. Okay, Pratham, just tell me whether you got the concept logically how we are inserting the node. Yes or no? Yes? Only I should repeat the code, right? So what we have to do basically, I'll take a temporary node, allocate memory for that node. In data part, I will copy the data part, right? I will require two variables, one for pointing the node after which you want to insert the node, and the next variable will point to the next node of this node, right? So basically, I require the three node variables. So here I have taken three node variables, temp, p, and q. Okay. After that, for temp, since it is going to store a value in it, we will allocate memory only for temp node. P and Q are just a nickname of the already present node. Hence, we are not going to allocate memory for that. Okay. So temp is equals to new node data. This will allocate new function will allocate a memory for this. In the data part, copy the X data value. Right? Now we will ask the user that after which node you want to insert the new node. So user enters the value that will be stored in the variable n. Okay. Let's say that value in this case is 5. It will be stored in the n. Now I have to point this node which is having the 5 value by p node. But diagrammatically we come to know that it is the second node. But logically when we are going to implement it, we just have a reference of head. We don't know what is the exact location of that node, that is 5 node, after which we want to insert a new node, right? So we have to travel from the starting to that node to point it out, right? So we will take that p variable, initially it will point to head, so p will point first to this location. By using this while loop, we will locate the location of the p. Okay, so we will check, we will match the value of this p data with this value, n value. If it is not equals to, if it is not matching, then we will move that p node to the next node. When it will match it, we will stop at that location. Hence, check p data not equals to n. P data is 3, n value is 5. It is not equals to n. These two values are not equal. So condition is true. Go in the loop. P is equals to p next. So p will come to this node. Next node. Again, check the condition. P data not equals to n. P data is 5. N is 5. Not equals to what? Like condition can be first done. So this point will get terminate and P will stop at this location. So we have got the position of P, right? Now I have to assign next node by the name Q. It is very simple because we know the P location. Only its next node should be referred by Q. So Q is equals to P next. Q will automatically point to the next node of P. Once all the location is done, after that we have to just give this 4 links. That is P next is equals to temp previous is equals to P by these two segments, and Q previous is equals to temp and temp next is equals to Q. Okay. Once your complete insertion operation is done, you have to return the head of the newly created link list. So return head. Getting it? Got it or not? Okay, fine. Everyone, any other doubt related to this? No? Should we move? So our next topic is that insert at the last location. Consider this as my doubly linked list and I have to insert a new node at the last location. That means after 10. So basic logic what it will be? I'll create a node, temporary node. In the data part, I'll copy that data. And by default, its next part will be null because it is going to be a last node, right? So I have make it next part as null. Only the links I have to give this to. So it should be referred by some another variable, let's say p. Now how to bring p to the last node? So initially again p is equals to head. P will point to this. While p next not equals to null, p is equals to p next. Using this value, I can traverse p from the head node to last node, right? Check the condition. P is equals to head. So P will point to this. P next null ahe? No, is not equals to null. So condition is true. P is equals to P next. P will point to this node. Again check. P next equals to null. No, condition true. P is equals to P next. P will come to this location. Again check. P next not equals to null. No, condition true. P is equals to P next. When it will come to this location, P next is not equals to null, but P next is null. Condition becomes false, right? So this value will terminate and P will just point to this last location. After it has reached the last location, our statement will be P next is equal to newly created node, that is temp, and temp previous is equals to P. So P next is equals to temp. So this next part will point to temp. Temp previous is equals to P. So temp previous will point to P. And we have already made the next part of temp as null. So node will get automatically added at the last location. Simple? Got it? Okay, we will write the code for that. Again, this function is going to return the head node of the newly added node after adding the node. Its data type is struct. The node pointer. Function name is, let's say, insert at last. Parameters will be head of the previous node. So struct the node pointer head and the variable int x. Right? Two variables I am going to require it. So struct the node pointer temp pointer p. Allocate memory only for temp variable. So temp is equals to new the node. Copy the data part in the temp data. So temp data is equals to x. Make it next part as null. So temp next is equals to null. Right? We have created and placed it at the last location. Now we have to allocate p to the last of the previous linked list. So p is equals to head by p next not equals to null. What I have to do? P is equals to p next. Right? Once it has reached the last location, then after this completing while loop, P next is equals to temp previous is equals to P. Okay, once it has done, after that return head to the calling function and complete the function. Got this? Insertion at the last. Everyone got it? Any doubt in this? Sure. Okay. So till now what we have seen? Creation of doubly linked list, display in the forward direction, display in the reverse direction, and insertion operation. In that we have seen three types of insertion. Insertion at first, insertion in between, and insertion at last. Okay. Question is that time complexity. Sahil, I'm going to explain the time complexity afterwards. Okay. Right now, just try to understand the basic concept of this. Time complexity is a different topic that will be covered afterwards. Fine.